We continue tweaking the playbook if we must, but we've got a touchdown. Time tosses it. Goal. Play action though, the sack comes in. Kenny Pickett going all the way. Jahan Dotson. But pass rush. We start today with a big defensive win. But in the next few games, the boys just would not be able to replicate the success. Pickett down the middle. Blitz. Pass rush. Timed correctly. And it's going to be a pick. Jacoby. Quick throw. Not take the lead here. Or not. As they go with the RPO, quick stop. We go with a stretch up top though, taking it inside. We've picked up 2 big wins this episode, but consistency would continue to elude this team. As it's Connor with a cut and in. As it's 4th and 6, throw is picked up. Will step up, he's looking for a lane. As they bring a little bit of some pressure, we will dive forward. Why not slide? Coming across, we got our guy, Godwin. The receivers and some blocking as Aaron Donald here for the Bengals. As we're back again, Rush Gross Matos comes in, Cansey plus 92. We pick up the massive dub over the Bengals. Now coming in here to the last 5 games we have here in season 2. It is a very close race, and despite our early struggles this year and inability to really put together a winning streak, we still have a chance at the playoffs. 5 games left, 2 of which in division, Steelers and Bengals. As for the 3 non-divisional, 2 of those 3 are well below 500, similar to ourselves. Eagles are the only non-divisional team above 500. That's where we're going to start off. This means we have a very favorable schedule. But of course, it is not all in our hands. Because of our early play this season, we took that out. Bengals, they lead the division right now with 2 less losses than anyone else. That week 18 game could be really big, and we need them to continue losing games as they've lost their last 2. I would love to finally get a win streak going against the Eagles. So of course with that, we're jumping right on in. We're going to be getting into each and every game today as long as the playoffs are still within reach. Now the Eagles have started this game driving down the field. Jordan Levy's 5 of 5, just shy of 40 yards as they find Isaiah Pacheco for a gain of 3. This is a pretty solidly built Eagles team. As they go with some play action on second, dumping it towards the flat, finding Dawson Knox. We'll bring up a 3rd and 1. We could use a lot of the success that we saw last episode with the defense playing extremely well. Read option here and... okay, honestly, with those kind of hops, it should have been a tackle for a loss. Instead, 1st and 10 down to the 12. Not exactly the kind of athleticism you expect from Jordan Love there. We got 2 receivers up top, 1 down below. As they go down the middle for Pacheco, he finds some space, nearly finding the end zone. However, he does find himself a little bit shaken up. Could end up being a really big loss for the Eagles as he heads through the tunnel. 2nd and inches. It's back to the read option, and we stuff Love, but he does pick up the 1st down. They get goal to go, 4 downs here from the 1. Trip set up top, tight into the bottom. They hand it off, and Madison scores the touchdown. Couldn't say that too much last real-life NFL season. But for the Eagles, it's good enough to get them on the board. First drive, we now jump to their 2nd drive as our offense went 3 and out. They're at the 50. Back to Madison. He finds some space down the middle, shucks off another pass to the diving Benford. It's a foot race that we will lose. Alexander Madison with 2 touchdowns. I think I jinxed us when I said that they're going to be in trouble without Pacheco. That is really putting the pressure now on our offense, forcing us to go for it here on a 4th and 3. We got 2 to the left, 1 to the right. We just need these 3 yards. As Pickett will just step up, he slides down. Safe play call. Let's keep it moving here. Really need to make sure we get a touchdown this drive. And the early slide as Connor finds some space. Saw he had some more to the outside. He just couldn't get there. Gain of 9 though. And that definitely can't complain much about. Come out with a heavy group to follow. 3 tight ends as we go Stallings down the middle, rumbling, stumbling down to the 17. Our 2 backs will see a lot of rotation throughout today's episode, trying to carry the team to the playoffs as Connor, he weaves, looking for the end zone. He gets stopped at the 1. Nearly found it there. Instead, it'll be Biggs versus Biggs as we bring back out Stallings to follow Cabina as he cuts to the right through the tackle attempt, and we have our first touchdown. That's half the lead here and keep it moving. The good news is, though, the defense would come through for us once again. Now we just have a minute left. Still our 3 timeouts. Slightly better field position as we got our guy open in the flat. It gets picked off, the ball too flat. Emerson takes it away. Pickett's abilities really have been the weak link for this team. When we need him, he hasn't stepped up yet. Hopefully he finds his stride as they find their open receiver. Gain of 9. They call their first timeout. They have 52 seconds. They're inside the 30. It's looking pretty good here for the Eagles. A chance to widen their lead as I think that, no, not Dennis. That was Gross Matos who dropped the interception. Brought him in last episode. Had a pretty good one as well. 3rd and 1. It's a heavy set to receiver stack below. Jordan Love to the flat. Has his target, first down inside the red zone. Jonathan Mingo has grabbed a couple for him so far today. Now 38 seconds, 1 timeout. They're at the 16. Jordan Love looking to throw across the middle and into the end zone. Going back to Jonathan Mingo. Well, at this point, kind of feel like you need to press a little bit. 30 seconds left. We have the timeouts, but we haven't seen Pickett complete a good pass yet as he gets rid of it before the sack. Looked like he was trying to step up to find his receiver across the middle in Watson. Instead, 2nd and 10. We got a couple options to the outside. Use as much of that space as we can as it does find its way up to midfield to Okonkwo. That was only the 3rd of 10 attempts completed today for Pickett. Not good. Jahan Dotson going deep. Hamler to the outside. Got a couple other options. But he is scrunched in the backfield, loss of 4. Now it's not just Pickett we need to step up. Offensive line needs to protect. As we're going to send Connor out on the wheel. Got a couple other options. A lot of them short. Try to just get something. We find Hamler. 2nd timeout called, 3rd and 7. Now we can look for the first down here that should put us into field goal range. Then maybe call a timeout, try for a play deep downfield. We got a couple different options depending on what we get. As it's thrown to the left, 10 seconds left, 4th and 7. And this is one Ryland not comfortable with yet. So we are forced to go for it here on 4th. Got to get into field goal range. Leave some time for them to come out as well. Quick slant. We find Dotson who turns. He's headed for the end zone as time does not expire. We grab a touchdown on 4th and 7. Just caught the defense sitting too lax. Make it 21-14 as we get through halftime, but our first play out here is a 4th and 2. Deep in our own territory. We're going for it here. Connor, he finds space, plenty enough for the first down, running through a couple defenders up to the 50. This Eagles team going to be one of our toughest games left. Highest record of anyone we have left so far. As we throw, Pickett misses again. He's 5 of 15. We have very few throws in the playbook for 1st and 10, and that's clearly why. 2nd and 10, we go back to the run. Connor down the middle, fighting forward, picking up 4. He's at 11 carries, 70 yards, and we need 6 more here on 3rd. At the 46, definitely not field goal range. Pickett throws. Hamler has the catch, though not breaking away. Big first down, though, down to the 22. Like we've mentioned a couple times, we need everyone to step up, though rely a little bit more on the running game. That's the safer bet for us. As we go back down the middle, Connor picks up 3. Now, one thing we definitely could try to do in the future, add some plays here to the playbook to try to get the receivers involved on some jet sweeps or some quick screens. Connor down the middle, picking up another solid gain, leaving one for third. And with that, we bring out the fullback in Cabina to help lead the way. Though early movement, it looked like it might have been the left tackle. It's going to back us up. That's one thing we don't need help with, is making things harder for ourselves. We look to throw. Pickett up top. Hamler stopped at the inch line. That is 2 big plays on third for Hamler. First and goal. And we have leveled this game up. Started slow. We have rushed back 21-21. But of course, have to give some props to the defense as well. They allowed us to catch back up. Now we need them to let us get in front as Alexander Madison with space yet again. Luckily, 20 able to get the stop at the 32. That was one of our safeties in cross getting the tackle. As we're coming to the end here of the third quarter, a little bit of some play action. Jordan Love checks down. Will be a short gain of 3. So far today, he is 16 of 22, throwing far better than our attempts. As time, this will probably be the last play. As Madison has space yet again, we have not contained the outside rush, though George Pickens injured on the play. I will give the Eagles time for one more play here in the third before we head to the fourth. They go Madison, going nowhere that time. So with that, we head to the fourth, and apparently instant sun bloom. I don't know what's happened here, but things got bright. They go back to Madison. Big hit comes in, number 3, to sit him down. And we'll have ourselves a third and goal, a chance to just force a field goal attempt here. As Jordan Love, he looks to throw. Having to roll towards the top, pass rush forces the throwaway. It will be the field goal attempt. And that'll give us a perfect opportunity to ground and pound, run clock, try to get a touchdown, and end this game. So to make sure we do that, let's jump out with the offense here. I don't want the game in the hands of Kenny Pickett. That is for sure. I want the ground and pound game to go to work, let the offensive line carry us. Or I guess more aptly so, let Connor and Stallings carry us and let the O-line open up the running lanes. That fits a little bit more, as Connor down the middle will just pick up that first down. He's now up to 16 carries. Gonna see a good bit more here this drive. As long as the blocking pans out, we pick up another 3. Those familiar with our Panthers franchise will very well know the term hydraulic press offense. That's exactly what we're looking for here as Connor gets to midfield, putting him over 100 on the day. But of course, with all the carries he's had, we'll let him catch his breath here. Stallings comes out as well as Cabina, looking for a little bit of some power game, though stretching to the outside. Gonna be close to another first down, and they do not give it to us. 2nd and inches. Honestly, perfectly fine with me. We can take more time off the clock here as we send the strong side to the right-hand side. Good blocks downfield, Stallings first down. Just taking what they give us as we're inside, actually closing into 3.5 minutes left here. Get a nice pull from the tight end. Connor will just get one. Bosa, quick tackle. On 2nd and 9. We're going to change it up a little bit if they're going to strike 2. Let's get some blitzes down the middle. Let's try to get the play to the outside. Cabina to help lead block as he does not get to the block in time. Rasheed Walker, though, shaken up on the play. That's not great news for us. It does stop the clock as he heads down the tunnel. Smith will have to come in and help try to pave the way here for us. Connor slips 1, though not getting by the next 2. No gain. We're already getting word from the locker room. Not good for Walker. It's a rib injury. His day is done. The extent of that injury, we'll find out as it's an RPO. Okonkwo holds on to it, spins off 1, picks up 4. That one ended up looking a little bit risky on the decision. 3rd and 6, though. We're going back to the RPO, though a different style. Still handed off to Connor down the middle. We don't pick up the first down. 4th and 2 inside of 2 minutes. Well, part of me would love to go for it here. We've got to make the smart decision, and that's tying this game up. Ryland is good. So now it's going to come to the defense. Can they get the big plays? Give our offense one more opportunity to take a lead here. 24-24, Alexander on the halfback screen. Outruns his blockers, and he really should not have. Will only go for a gain of 5 when it could have been a lot bigger. I'll take it though. They start with a spread look here. They got 3 down below, 1 up top. Jordan Love, quick throw, finds Madison. Gain of 4 before he gets tapped down. I will say he sprung up very quickly though. Just a little too late. 3rd and 1, same look. Jordan Love needs the first, downfield and too high. Contact made for sure. Refs will allow it. 4th and 1. So once again, let's come out here with the offense to help ensure we use the clock as well as possible. Not that I'm not prone to make some mistakes myself, as we are out for Dotson. It's tipped away. Where do we need for Ryland? The 39. Doesn't appear to be the most confident kicker. Neither are we all too confident in him, but he has the opportunity. We'll send him out. Halfback screen. Cutting back towards the middle. Connor gets stacked up. We call our first timeout with a 3rd and 5. And while we obviously need to get downfield, biggest thing for us right now is that first down. We got 2 spread either side. Hard count from Pickett. No one moves. We got Hamler, but he does not catch it. He heard Jack and he lost focus. We're gonna have to punt. Now the good news is Eagles also need the 39, and they're starting back at the 25. They have some timeouts. Good tackle. That should take us to overtime then. Unfortunately, the Eagles would go to win the coin flip, so it's our defense right back out there. Overtime football. All these games are massive. Ball popped up and we pick it off. I believe that is Smith, Brandon Smith, if I'm not mistaken. We immediately take over in field goal range. And indeed it is Brandon Smith with possibly the play of the season. As we start to run the ball here, it's a tackle for a loss. That's going to put us at the edge of field goal range. We at least need a couple yards here. Offense, come on, we can do it. 2nd and 11 at the 40. Pickett looks to throw, rolls, gets rid of it, and he's picked off. Come on, Kenny Pickett. We just needed 2-3 yards and an easy chip field goal. So take away the play of the season then, as Kenny Pickett possibly threw away the season. Hopefully not. We've got time left. Madison, short gain of 4. 18 rushes for him, 144 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's filled in for Pacheco very well. We just need a big play. If we could get it against him or anyone, that'd be great. Jordan Love rolling. Finds his target, caught though 3rd and inches. Dawson Knox not able to get that last half yard. They will come out in a shotgun look. 2 up top. They got 1 off the screen to the bottom. Madison in the backfield, though. He'll go out on a route. That's where they throw with some open space, and he'll get him to about the 50. Can't believe, though, we got that pick. The pick we needed. I should have probably jumped in with the offense. Just made sure we ran it and then took the field goal. Would have been easier. Good stop on first. We'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now we're really banking on our defense to continue making these big plays. As we got 2 up top, they go with a read option. Pinnock there. No, not Pinnock. That is Cross with a good tackle, leaving 3rd and 6. Another chance to get off the field here. Their field goal range is around the 39 as well. Again, remembering prior to the end of regulation. Donald will force the throwaway. We'll take that. And unfortunately, tried to come out here with the offense. The sim broke again, so it's entirely up to Pickett and the OC as we pick up a big play. Watson up to the 39. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here of overtime. We just need that field goal. The 39 is where we need to be. That is where Ryland feels like he can make it. We're about 22-ish yards away. Although Connor's going to pick up most of that here. Gain of 9, though, now. Chigakonkwo shaken up on the play. He's had to leave the field a couple times since we brought him in. No long-term injuries, hopefully that stays the same here. 2nd and 1, we go back to Connor, who will pick up the first down, though not much more. 24 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown. I wouldn't mind us subbing in Stallings here a little bit. Got 2 receivers down below. Play action. Kenny Pickett up top. Knocked away from Brandon Strange. Though that nearly could have put us where we needed to be. 2nd and 10. Same look. Pickett under center. We go back to the run. Connor looking for a lane. Great patience there on the run. We are 3 yards away from where we need to be with a 3rd and 2. It's a heavy set. We got Jahan Dotson top of the line. Looks like Watson down below. Play action. Pickett rolling. First down catch goes to Jesse James. Tight end 3 comes in and makes the play. We're in range here. Just hand off the ball. We do. Connor down the middle, getting us to the 34. Trying to make this as easy of a play as possible for Ryland. Got a weak eye to follow. Actually, it's kind of a strong eye. Just the tight end was offset. Connor down to the 30. Game-winning field goal on the line. Ryland kicking this one on the 39. It is up, and we take out the Eagles. We made this far more difficult than it needed to be, but that is one of 5 victories we needed today. Now, the bad news coming out of this game is Rasheed Walker is going to miss the next 3 games. He will be back for week 18. So we're going to need Smith to continue performing really well. And I was wondering why we weren't seeing Chris Godwin in that game. He did pick up a high ankle sprain in practice, so he wasn't even in that game. We're missing one of our better offensive weapons. But that win would do exactly what we needed it to do, moving us further up the AFC North chart. We are now 1 game behind the Bengals. Now against the equally 5-8 Indianapolis Colts, we've got to make sure we pick up the dub yet again. First time today, a team inside the 35. They go 2 up top, 1 down below. Howell making an adjustment, does hand it off. Dennis is there. Keep it to a gain of 5. Elijah Mitchell, 8 carries, 13 yards. Both defenses have been very just locked down. Really not allowing a whole lot. Oh, that time we do. Left a receiver wide open. First down to the 10. I think we got caught in a bad coverage there. Makes it a long goal to go. Just inside the 10. They hand it off, and it's going to be a decent game considering the 2 edge guys met him in the backfield. The 2-minute warning would hit there as this game is waiting for someone to find some points. 0-0, Howell having to roll, avoid the rush, throws it out of bounds. 3rd and goal. Both defenses making things as difficult as possible for their opposition. A bunch down below, 1 up top. Sam Howell looking to throw, quick slant through the hands as Benford jars it free. It would appear the first points of the day will be a field goal, unless we block it here. Kicking this one at the 12. It is good. And as we typically do when time management becomes a thing, we're jumping out here with the offense. Madden AI is just trashing that aspect as Connor takes an awkward angle to get the halfback draw going. He picks up 6, though we're right back to it. About a minute and a half left. Again, we know how far downfield we need to get to make a field goal even possible for Ryland. Starting this one off not too bad on a couple different runs, though we're going to shake it up a little bit. Flip the formation on 1st and 10 at the 41. They empty out the middle. They look to bring some pressure, get the halfback screen out. We got some blocks, though a great juke from Connor back towards the middle. Who needs the sideline apparently? As we're closing in on that field goal mark. Again, the 39. If we get there, I believe Ryland can do it. Connor looks to bounce, finds the first open area, gets downhill, picks up 4, and we call our first timeout. Allow everyone to catch their breath and give us an opportunity to come up with a plus territory game plan here. Obviously, touchdown would be preferred as we find Hamler across the middle. That's going to be a nice gain, and the offense getting right back to it. Still with those 2 timeouts, looking for the shots towards the end zone here. Just need someone to come open. Hamler, keep that a little short, though he can't squeeze it. 4 knocks it away. Just great play downfield for them. Nearly good for us as we got 2 deep routes, a couple sitting underneath. 14 seconds left. As it's tossed up for Godwin, the quarterback whiffed on the swat. And we are in front here, make it 7-3 at half. Just caught ourselves extremely lucky there. Now as we jump into the 3rd quarter, a couple minutes in here, we started with possession, we're into plus territory, we're trying to double our advantage here. Connor down the middle, he picks up 7. 11 carries for him, 42 yards, as again, that's where our offense is supposed to go. Ground and pound first and foremost. Though we go to Godwin on 2nd and short, he picks up the 1st. A much better start in this game for Kenny Pickett, 10 of 15, and obviously had that touchdown before halftime. As we go with a stretch, good cut. Connor's gonna pick up about 6, though they're gonna give him 5. Just play the game our way. That's always the easiest way to find these wins. It's what's got us to this point that we're rivaling for the division. 2nd and 5, Pickett a little bit behind Godwin. Get that downfield. Don't think he's still running, but it's definitely a 1st down catch. Instead, we got 3rd and 5 with a bunch up top, Godwin down below. Kenny Pickett takes the snap, looking to throw, gets it out to Connor. Big hit, but he holds on to it. He's done very well, not only on the ground, but getting involved in the passing game as well. We send out our tight ends here, all of them up top, though we look to throw. We're throwing a lot in this game. Pickett to the flat. We shake the tackle with Strange, but he's not able to gain a yard. Edwards using the sideline to his advantage. Keeping most of the tight ends out to follow, though, down to the bottom. 1 lone up top. Single back set, we hand it off. Connor will just get back to the line. Colts getting a little stingy here inside the 15. 3rd and 10 now. We got 2 spread either side. Kenny Pickett looking to throw across the middle. Open target. Godwin is back again. Make this 14-3 here in the 3rd. And with the big play of the defense in this one, we're able to jump now into the 4th quarter where it is still 14-3. Trying to, I would say, run out clock, but apparently we're just trying to get Chris Godwin some stats in this one. Or get Kenny Pickett a little bit more confidence in his throwing ability here. We're under 4.5 minutes left. Throw down to the flat. Connor gets the catch, and we're down to the 21. Pickett now 15 of 24 as we're down close to the red zone here. Going back to the running game, Connor down the middle finds a cut. We'll pick up about 4 or 5. 16 carries for him, 62 yards. And honestly, at this point, we're not in any hurry. We have a 2-score advantage with possession. We go back to Connor. Patient running, finds a lane. 1st down inside the 10. Make it goal to go at the 9. This is the kind of dominant defensive play we need here late. Especially with the slow pace of our offense, we could really play the games we want to play. Big blocks down the field. 53 nearly sent us to the end zone is the rookie guard in Mitchell. Does send us to the 2-minute warning though. And it will be a 2nd and goal from a full yard away. As we go down to Connor looking for the stretch, spun down at the 1. Timeout called by the Colts, but we're right back to it. 3rd and goal here. We got 2 tight ends up top. Colts shifting their defense. It's a weak side towards the top, though we throw. Caught Jahan Dotson, giving us very much the definitive win. A final score 21-10 as Devontae Adams would end up finding a garbage time touchdown, but that is a big and quick win that should once again give us that opportunity to maybe take the division. But of course, Cincinnati, they would pull off a really big 4th quarter, and with that, take the game over the Texans, keeping them atop the division for now. Now, this one is still very close, and we could help start to create even more separation with the teams underneath us against the Steelers. Currently bottom of our division, they're 3-11, and on top of it, we have a breakout opportunity here for Christian Benford. He's been really good, very good for us since we brought him in, and he's going to have just by himself, either one interception, forced fumble, tackle for loss, or sack, or the defense in total. We're going to have to hold the Steelers to less than 200 passing yards. Let's see if we could get it done. And this is another one that we're getting underway in the second quarter, though we do have a field goal lead. Just wanted to move a little bit quicker here. It was a decent field goal for Ryland, around 35 or so yards. Right now it's our defense that has to hold the Steelers to a field goal drive here, or force a turnover even. As they look to throw from a heavy set, Murray getting it out, finding his target, will bring up a 3rd and 2. Now while getting to this point, we did pick up a good amount of sacks so far, 2 if not at least 3. So if we can do that here as well, as we send the blitz, we get the hit on Murray. Cross keeps that an incomplete pass. Though on 4th and 2, field goal unit not heading out here. A stand from the defense could be huge. 2 receivers up top, though they motion their tight end to help, but I would assume his lead block. They do hand it off, and he will pick up the first down. Kyron Williams, 7 carries, 40 yards, and a key one there on 4th down. Keeping their hopes alive here at the 16. Are their tight ends towards the top? Another play action for Murray, spinning, throwing, finding his target for a gain of 4. Honestly, I would love to have a very similar game to the last one, just dominant play from the defense. Offense makes the plays that we need to have, and we come away with an easy dub. But it's Kyron Williams with another first down, make it goal to go at the 5. Well, obviously there he did not like the hit that Cross gave him, but happens, it's football. Bigs versus bigs here, as they go with a toss to the weak side. Cutting back towards the middle, trying to find some space, nearly did. Johnson able to grab an ankle and bring him down, leaving him with 2nd and goal at the 3. Bunch up top for Murray. Quick throw has Justin Jefferson and has the lead for the Steelers. Needing to find an answer here before halftime. We are into plus territory. 2.5 minutes in counting. Play action. Kenny Pickett going deep downfield, skying up and bringing it down is Jahan Dotson, taking us down to the 21 along with him. Now, do we get the snap off here before the 2-minute warning? No. We'll let it come. We'll take a little breather and try to find ourselves a touchdown here. We'll say each game, hopefully it continues to be in pace. Each game Pickett has gotten better. That's what we need here late. Throwing up top, he's got Hamler, toe taps, and we take the lead. This team has given us a beautiful toe tap touchdown every episode, or at least the last 2 episodes. So we've had some really good catches throughout. Steelers trying to answer again inside that 2 minutes. They got 2 timeouts remaining. Pass rush, we bring him down. It is Jones. Loss of 3 as they're back out there quickly, under 50 seconds. Can they still have those 2 timeouts? Murray across the middle, overthrows Jay Jets. Not too often that I am happy about that. 3rd and 13. You got 2 tight ends down the bottom, 2 receivers stacked up top. As Murray looks to throw, he rolls and shaking off one, but not getting by Donald. We will call a timeout, as we're going to force the punt here, under 40 seconds left. We might have around 30 ourselves to try to do something, as that will be a touchback. Very much seems to be a theme of the episode today, the 39. As we come out with a spread look, we have 2 timeouts. As we got Hamler, keep him on the inside. He's not able to come away with it. Very close to nearly forcing a big play there. As we change up the look here, 2nd and 10. We got press on the outside though, 2 safeties over the top. As we look to split it, get it out in front for a conk. Whoa, not that far in front. Pickett, we had 2 chances at the deep ball. 3rd and 10. We'll look to run it as Connor, he looks for some space. He sprints, getting out of bounds, though they don't stop the clock. We'll be forced to call that timeout. And with these extra plays we have here, might as well keep trying to make something happen downfield, especially if they only bring 3. As it's thrown way too far to the flat. Intended for a Conquo. That's going to be an easy pick for Horn at the 47. Very much force that throw to the outside. Maybe throw it shorter in the space. You got a big play and we have a field goal opportunity. But that was one we didn't need. And the Steelers calling a timeout. They have an opportunity to go for the end zone here. Jay Jets, we know what kind of plays he can make. Murray waiting, buying time, throwing downfield into the end zone, but it hits the floor, but a flag is down. How many times are they going to call DPIs on Hail Mary attempts? We've seen this way too often, and the Steelers will be gifted with a chance at the field goal to tie this game. That's exactly what happens. And obviously, we could have avoided that if we didn't throw the pick. So that still comes back to us as we get into the second half here. We got a 4th and 2, essentially at midfield. We got a bunch to the left, try to follow some blocks. Connor picking up the first down as we are looking to retake a lead here. And it's one that we should have never given up before half anyway. Got a little greedy trying to grow it. Now we change up the formation here. We flip it, send the 2 receivers down to the bottom in the stack. 2 tight ends up top. Pickett looking to throw. Steps up, he's got Brenton Strange deep downfield inside the 25. That time, a well-placed ball by Kenny Pickett. We got Godwin up top to follow. John Dotson bottom of the line. 2 tight ends still. Another play action. Kenny Pickett on the move, throws downfield, and he gets picked. Jahan Dotson was wide open in the end zone. That time, it was not my fault that the interception was thrown. 2nd and 10, bunch up top, 1 down below for the Steelers, who are at the 26. Now they're trying to take the lead. How is that not a fumble? That 100% was a sack fumble, Aaron Donald on Kyler Murray. 3rd and 10, got to get the stop here, force just a field goal attempt. As they look to throw, we send the blitz. Dennis in pursuit, forces the roll. Kyler Murray picking up the first down. Come on, defense. Honestly, hard to give you hate considering you're the side that has kept us in this season, but you got to have that one. Murray throws it, it's picked off. All right, all okay. Dennis didn't make the play last time, but he made it this time. And arguably, it's the better play. Now we've just got to go find the winner. Unfortunately, I can't jump in here. I would have had to start a 2 clock here, and I'm really hoping we keep this ground game going. 2nd and 5, we got 1 spread to either side. As we look to throw, Pickett had the open target. Jahan Dotson, interesting catch, but he picks up the first down. Now this one has not been a good game for Pickett. He only has 9 completions, around 20 attempts. So a regression. Again, right after I jinxed it after saying he's done better and improving as he looks to run. Not much of a block attempt there from Connor. Luckily, doesn't cost us. Pickett holds on to it. He picks up 4 as we're inside 4 minutes left. Bunch up top, Okonkwo at the bottom of the line, though we go with the run. Connor just trying to find space, and he does, shucking off 1 inside the red zone as Okoronkwo shaken up. I'll give you guys a little behind the scenes. The amount of times I've had to cut audio and switch it with me saying Okoronkwo instead of Okonkwo, it's been too much. As we maybe get back to the line on that one. Connor over 100 rushing yards on 18 carries. But we need to finish strong here. Closing in on 3 minutes left. A touchdown could be huge. As we go to the play action, Pickett throwing. Just too tall for Dotson. This is a really good DB group for the Steelers, but we don't really care that much about the receivers. Unfortunately, prefer the running game as we go with on 3rd. Though Connor stacked up, and it will be a field goal attempt for Ryland. Would have very much preferred we get this one into the end zone, but I will take a lead any way we can get it. Snap back kick is up, and we now have it. Once again, we're relying on this defense. Make the play, and we almost do. Whitehead maybe could have sealed it there with how these games have kind of gone. You never know. Some weird things happen, but that should have been another pick. 2nd and 10. Murray looking to throw across the middle. Tight coverage. Maddox not able to rip it away from James. And I have no idea who their kicker is. I know we've played against this team many times already, but I don't remember. 1st and 10, Murray rolling. Going deep downfield, and it's caught. Drake London down to the 15. We had 2 DBs over the top that just lost track of him. We had 1 underneath, but didn't quite matter. They hand this one off Kyron Williams, who's going to keep going down to about the 10. So we're inside 2 minutes here. Need to force a field goal at the most. You know, a turnover would be great. We had that opportunity last time and got it. Across the middle, that's 2 drop picks this drive. Madden just toying with us here. Come on, give me the pick here, 3rd and 5. They got 2 spread either side. Murray throws, spinning off the tackle, not picking up the first down at least. Jefferson gave it his all there, but it will be a game-tying field goal for the Steelers. And again, I cannot jump in to control the clock after this kick. It's going to be fully up to Madden, and it's strange AI. As the offense comes out, we've got 44 seconds, 3 timeouts. We start back at the 24. Coming out with a heavy set. We start with a run, bursting down the middle. Man, Connor nearly ran away. And yeah, we know the 39, it's the theme of the episode. And honestly, I thought we were about to be there, though we do have 39 seconds left. We just need to get a whole lot of yardage here. Kenny Pickett looking to throw, going deep across the middle. He's got a Okonkwo running down inside the 30. Steelers call the timeout as we are well inside field goal range. What a time for Pickett to deliver a clutch pass. Connor towards the top, getting down to the 20. Anyone going to call a timeout here? Or are we going to let it roll? We do let it roll down to 11, then we call the timeout. Do not send out the field goal unit here. Okay, or do, I guess. And then the Steelers calling the timeout. Can we run the ball one more time, please? Or not? Okay, Ryland for the lead, leaving the Steelers with 1 extra timeout. Was not necessary, but we take the lead. Now, luckily, the Steelers decide to return it. They waste some time. We have 1 play left here. Madden, if you throw a DPI on a Hail Mary attempt, as they go across the middle, it is nowhere close. We make it 4 wins now in a row. Does this one get us closer to the top as we take out the Steelers? But before we could see if we did claim any more ground there on the Bengals, had to check in here, and it does not look like Christian Benford got what we needed, so he will remain normal. But that leads way to great news as we have passed the Bengals. 2 games left, one of which includes a head-to-head against them. We have now taken a half-game advantage due to us getting the win against them earlier this season. And as we head into week 17, where we have the 6-9 Broncos, it's another team under 500 and a chance for us to either maintain our advantage over the Bengals or start to grow it prior to that head-to-head week 18. And we are underway rather quickly here. First drive, we had a 21-yard play to Jahan Dotson, then a penalty. We're down to the 37, fighting off the first tackle attempt, and it's a hard-earned 2 yards for Connor. But honestly, every single yard has been hard-earned for this team this year. We're going to bunch down to the bottom, 1 up top, hard count, no one moves. Pickett looking to throw. He's got time. He's got his target. Hamler first down, close to the 20. We'll go as a gain of 13 down to the 22 as we follow with an empty set. 2 up top, the rest down below. They bring the blitz. Pickett rolls, throws crossbody, but he's got Godwin close to around the 1 or 2. A risky throw, but it works out for us. As it's goal to go here, we got 2 spread either side. Connor in the backfield, which we handed off to, leading the way, diving and taking out the defender. As we take the lead here, Thompson, he took the worst of it. But it seems like both teams starting off pretty hot here, at least both offenses, as the Broncos have driven down to the 31. They've got a stacked offense as we nearly get back there with Aaron Donald. We're facing an offense with so many weapons. Nick Chubb at running back, quarterback Aaron Rodgers. They also had, I believe it was DeAndre Hopkins at receiver. I mean, they've got plenty of dudes. And they have themselves a 3rd and 6 here. We're definitely going to need every level of our defense to come ready today. And if the pass rush can get back there early and often, all the better. As they're actually stacked up pretty well. Rodgers rolls, throws, first down, looking like it could be a whole lot more, down to the 5. That's just another one of their targets, an A.J. Brown. All the way up top on this play, Hopkins down below. Rodgers quick throw, finding Hopkins, and we have a quick leveler. But as we get into the second half, first play, we do get a big play from the defense. Avonte Maddox picks off Rodgers. And with that, we have an easy opportunity here to take the lead. We start at the 10. A heavy group, though we look to throw. Pickett rolling, trying to buy some time. He finds a little bit of a lane, little juke, takes a couple hits. He's down to the 4. I would prefer he not take those kind of contacts, but hey, we pick up some yards, he holds onto it. It'll do. 2nd and 4. A little bit of some ground and pound game. Connor kept those legs moving, and in front we go. A heck of a third effort from James Conner. But it would look like this one's just going to be a back and forth affair. Broncos now down to the 30 as they come out with a under center look. And can we stop dropping interceptions? Unfortunately, Quentin Jefferson also injured on the play. Not in the starting lineup, but he's a rotational D lineman for us. 2nd and 10, they go Chubb, who's going to fight through the first contact made by Smith. Gain of 6. They'll need at least 4 more here on 3rd as they got 2 spread either side. Eventually they'll snap it. Rodgers going up top, and he's got a wide open target. Eric Winston, the tight end, levels it again. And once again, we jump forward. Now, just before the 2-minute warning, we are backed up at our own 2. So we're coming out here with the goal line set, trying to find somewhere to go, spinning off of a tackle. Connor keeps those legs moving, making a gain of 9. As we try to get a snap off before, no, we will not. So the 2-minute warning will hit as we look for a play right across the middle. We had our guy. The throw just wasn't there. And honestly, the Broncos probably feeling pretty lucky after that. 3rd and 1. Shotgun look, double to backer. Connor finds a little bit of some space up to the 20. Now we've still got 80 yards to go. So hurry up offense here. We've got some timeouts. They're walking down the safety. Let's shift the line that way. Under 1:40 left. They end up not actually really bringing any pressure. It's Kenny Pickett diving. Why are you diving? Once again, as I've said it before, thankfully he did not fumble. Slide next time, please. Go back to Connor. There's a little bit more space. He spins off. He hurdles and trips over them. Oh, come on. That could have been a heck of a highlight. I mean, I'll definitely take the big run, that's for sure. Under 1 minute left here. Press coverage across the board. A little bit of some play action. Dotson, he's got a step, but can he catch up to the throw? No, he cannot. Those down the field passes have been the bane of Pickett. He could hit the short and medium all right, but it's that next level we need to get to as we just get that screen out. We got a blocker downfield, trucking through, fighting off Vander Esch down to the 25. We call our first timeout. Now we just got to make sure we finish off the drive. No safety over the top, really. Godwin looking for that back corner. Gets by one. See if we can get him, and that is 2 deep ball touchdowns we've missed. One may ask themselves, why do we keep trying? Because eventually Pickett has to hit one of them. We'll go back to Connor, though, with space right down the middle instead. Rumbling down inside the 5 as we call our second to last timeout. A prime opportunity here before halftime. 2 spread either side. As it's thrown right behind the linebacker, Godwin drops it. That was a well-placed ball. Waited for that linebacker to turn and nearly made him pay for it. But the blocking right after nearly worked out. Final timeout called. Need the end zone here. We come out in shotgun. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. Got 2 tight ends to the right. Making a couple different audibles here. See if we can get our guys open. As Dotson, he gets the step put on him. Well, that time by Pickett. We regain the lead as we head through halftime. But how long will it last? As yet again, we're in a sunset time, and for some reason, it is just extremely bright here. Madden fixture game. 1st and 10. Quick pass rush. Aaron Donald. Sacking Rodgers, loss of 8. We could use a whole lot of that this half, as they're now back to the 32. I got 2 tight ends to the bottom. Look to go back to Chubb, spinning off of 1. Aaron Donald there to get the stop. Defensive line heavily carried by him for sure. 3rd and 13, they spread empty. Rodgers having to roll. It's Donald again. 2 sacks this drive. That should force a field goal attempt at least for the Broncos. We'll see if they can hit it. Kicking this one from the 43. It's a 53-yarder. It is up, and it's looking true. As we jump into the start of the 4th quarter, it's the Broncos back in possession, 21-17. As they look for the quick flat route, they find their target who maybe picks up about a yard. We've definitely got to limit the yards after the catch, or just limit the catches. That works too. As it's an empty set yet again here for Rodgers. He's got 4 up top. Quick pass rush. Donald is back again. 3 sacks, all coming on the last 2 drives for this defense. 3rd and 18. They stick with the empty look. The 4 go down to the bottom. Matching the double A gap. We only bring the 4 necessary, and Cansey's there to block it with his back. And as we're in the 4th quarter here, we are jumping in with the offense. I want us to start milking some clock. Connor gets the carry, picks up 5. 15 carries, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. I also would not mind seeing an update on any Bengals score here, because if they lose this week and we win, we will have clinched the division this game. And you could see it at the bottom. The Patriots take them down. If we secure the win here, we're headed to the playoffs. Strange in motion. He picks up a key block for us. Connor will pick up 9 along the way. And that time I have to give Madden some props. Timely time to put up the game we were needing to find out. Connor picking up another 1st down. As he's had many carries in this one, we'll let him head to the sideline here, bringing out Stallings. See what he could do as we don't get the block. He shakes the 1st tackler, though. He takes a big hit from the 2nd. That's actually only his 1st carry of the game, so we were not rotating that running back spot very well in this one. Look to get him to the outside. Cabina, get downfield. It was honestly more of a hindrance than the defense was on that. 3rd and 9. Just about 3 minutes left here. Looking for a little bit of some play action. Not much of a roll, though we've got an open target that could have maybe sealed the game, but Pickett missed. We've got a punt. But does Aaron Rodgers have any of that late game magic left in him? He's got 1 receiver up top, Brown in his X factor. Rodgers rolling, trying to find somewhere to throw. He lofts it downfield, 1-on-1, and Hopkins does what Hopkins does. There is a flag down, but it's DPI. Looked like just plain good coverage from Marylvania in a 1v1, but you know these Madden refs. 1st and 10. Rodgers dumps it off. He's got his tight end Winston, gain of 5. He's got plenty of time here. Still over a minute, though they do not have any timeouts. Rodgers looking to throw up top. He's got Chubb, 1st down. Don't let him get out of bounds. That's pretty key. And also don't let him get in the end zone. That's another big one. Just outside the red zone, though, striking range here for Rodgers. As he goes up top, it's tipped away. Though they will get a free timeout as Smith injured on the play, and they don't have any timeouts to then take away. So not all too fair for us. We send the blitz, but it opens up as the Broncos take the lead. Rodgers has done it again. Late in a game, he takes the go-ahead score. We got 42 seconds. We got 3 timeouts. We need a field goal to send us to OT, which means Kenny Pickett has to throw some accurate passes. Across the middle, we got Jahan Dotson. That's going to be a big one. Big hit, but we're up to midfield. 1st timeout call. Now would be a great time for this receiver group to just go off. Now, it looks like we are missing Okonkwo in this one, as Brenton Strange has been out there for most of the game. Look for a little bit of some play action. We got Strange open, and it's a miss from Pickett. And we all know the 39 is where we need to be. There really is nothing new about that. It's, as I've said, It's the theme of the episode. Honestly, everyone go comment that down below. As we've got our guy again. Pickett. Throw a catchable ball. These really shouldn't be that difficult. You're an NFL quarterback. 3rd and 10. Trying to get this one out to Connor. We've got some blocks. But they don't block. We pick up 2. We call a second timeout. For this not to come down to week 18, we need a first down here. It's essentially where our field goal range is as well, though that would just send us to overtime. As we step up, we got our guy over the top. It's Godwin in for the win. I just hit my mic if you heard that. Sorry, but that's something to celebrate. A perfect throw from Pickett. Finally, he finds his receiver downfield, and that should be playoffs. Rodgers got Roger by Kenny Pickett. All we have to do is just go check the standings, and we should see an indicator of where we lie. And interestingly enough, they have not declared we have won this division. 8-8, 7-9. Sure, we could lose this game, and there's probably some weird tiebreaker scenario that could put the Bengals in instead of us. So we have not fully secured our spot in the playoffs, but it is entirely in our own hands if we do. And the Bengals are ready for this fight. They're driving down first possession. They're down to the 35. Watson, throw right across the middle. That's another first down. Juju Smith-Schuster. He's made some decent plays against us. They follow with a tight group, looking to hand this one off. Rachaad White, he finds the edge. Not well played there by Cansey. However, there is a flag down, and I'm hoping this one, and indeed it will, back them up. Ends up being on Cam Robinson, the guy blocking Cansey on that one. So make it 1st and 19 instead. Quick throw goes to Jamar Chase, who gets the catch. Decent gain. Aruwariye there to get the stop. 2nd and 12. They're back to that tight look. Single back set. They go White down the middle, and it's a burst through the middle. Stays on his feet, but can't stay long enough to find the end zone. Though still a very good run, his last 2. Makes it goal to go at the 7. They got a split backfield. Will look to throw. Quick slant dropped by Juju. Will force the 2nd and goal. Trips look up top. Tight end down to the bottom, I believe, is Kittle. Quick throw right across the middle and held on to by Chase. Bengals strike first. And it's not a great follow-up as we throw an interception the next drive to Tremaine Edmonds. With that, the Bengals have an opportunity to early on take a 2-score lead as they're down to the 29. Another split backfield. Watson throwing downfield, and Chase is down inside the 10. It would be a massive shame to let all the success of this episode slip through our fingers. Defense, you got to make some plays here. Offense as well. Over pursue and a sloppy bit of tackling. Rachaad White has doubled their advantage. And hoping that has sparked a little something here in the offense, we now start driving ourselves. Down inside the 30. Pickett looking to throw. Going up top, he's got Dotson. Slips the tackle. Does not get into the end zone, but gets us down. Goal to go at the 2. Not quite making those big plays, at least consistently yet, but we're getting there with a passing game. That's always good. Biggs versus Biggs, and it's immediately blown up by Damone Clark. He's made some big plays against us in our matchups, which again, there's been quite a few. We stick with the heavy look. Stuffed again despite the double blockers. Gotta get in the end zone here. We come out with a bunch up top. We got our tight end Okonkwo back in this one. He's down to the bottom. 3rd and goal. Kenny Pickett as they bring 5. He rolls straight into the rush. Well, we got to settle for at least some points here. Ryland just inside the 20. Need to get on the board here. Need some momentum to start swinging our way as we make it 14-3. It just does not appear like the defense is playing at their same level. Bengals are driving. It's a well-built offensive unit. As Watson steps up, he's going to scramble, nearly picking up the first down there, 2nd and inches. This feels like a game in which the pass rush has to start hitting, which right now I don't see Aaron Donald out there. Really hope he's okay as we drop a pick by Pinnock. Could have been touchdown there if he was able to hold on to that one. Pick 6 for sure. 3rd and inches. Got a bunch down to the bottom. Looking to throw. Watson goes to the flat. Kittle, first down. And that'll take him inside the 2-minute mark. A turnover could be massive here. Watson looking to throw across the middle. They've got Chase. What we're going to do is we're going to put Benford over on Chase. Try to help us out a little bit more there. See if that works out. 1st and goal. Watson throws back corner, and it's tipped by Aruarie. But Chase still brings it in. They widen their lead even more. A lot of pressure now on our offense here. We need a touchdown before half. We got 3 timeouts. Let's go try to find something. Stepping up, Pickett dives. Will you please just slide? It's not that difficult. We're going to flip the formation here. We're going to send the 4 to the right-hand side. Godwin press coverage. Safety does not help over the top, though comes back in later to help knock out Godwin. Though Dorrance Armstrong shaken up. Still trying to find some of those deep balls, but might need to find a little bit more run after the catch here. That might help us out a little bit more. As Pickett looks to rumble, he'll pick up some. We call a timeout for 3rd and 3. 33 seconds left. While a touchdown is also needed, first down a bit more so. Double A gap look here as they send some. We barely squeak that one into Godwin. Let's get right back to it. Try to find a quick play downfield as we had Godwin on the break. O-line can't hold up long enough. And that's not even saying that Pickett would have thrown an accurate ball, but we got 9 seconds left here. Press on the outside. Hamler and Okoronkwo both going on some short routes. As Pickett will just look to scramble, pick up something. 4 seconds left at the 38. We could settle for a field goal. And the likelihood of us getting a touchdown is probably less than us hitting this field goal. So Ryland, not what we were wanting, but we need some points, and he will give it to us. But as we get into the second half, we start with possession, but we have ourselves a 4th and 5. Field goals, they're not going to put us back in this game. We need touchdowns. We need a first down. As we've got Hamler, looks like we could get a lot more than just no. They corral him down to the 10. But let's get back onto it quickly here. We got the first down. We need the touchdown. Let's go with Connor then. Pick up a block. We got some, not all. Hurry up offense. We're going to keep going here. Going back to the slants. Kenny Pickett, we just need an accurate ball. Over the top, Hamler can't grab it. Jahan Dotson had a chance as well. Ends up being very close. And we have a 3rd and 7. A first down could be gained. As we're going to go to Connor, look for somewhere to go. Corralled and Brian O'Neill shaken up. Will unfortunately buy us some time to try to come up with a good play here as he heads off the field. We got a bunch to the left-hand side. Watson's route looks nice. See if we have time to find him, what the coverage looks like. As Kenny Pickett looks to rumble, he is stopped at the 2. It's a turnover on down. Luckily, though, for us, the defense stands tall, forces a 3 and out, and we'll probably be rocketing most of these offensive drives to finish off this game to try to get back into it. We still have over a quarter left to play, so we don't have to be pressing too hard, but we need some big plays. Connor stacked up by Edmonds. 12 rushes, 20 yards. We just haven't been able to get our offense going. Bengals performing as good as they need to, though they leave Connor. Bad coverage by Clark, and we are back inside the red zone. Inside 2 minutes, or about 2 minutes here left in the third. It's going to be hurry up for sure. Got a little bit of an RPO dialed up here, though Safety comes down to help take away that option. We go back to Connor. Gets the momentum downfield. We're inside the 4. Once again, right back to it. This time going with a different RPO option. Though we will stick with Connor, who tries running through and will run through Clark, running us into the end zone. But that still would leave us down by more than a touchdown. So offense will stay out looking for the 2-point try. As we go, Hamler will make it a touchdown game, 21-14. We just need another stop here from the defense as we're closing into the 4th quarter. Bengals around midfield, dump this one off. Kittle will pick up 5. But they are in no rush. They let the 4th quarter arrive. 2nd and 5, bunched down to the bottom. Watson, open guy just sitting. 1st down at the 35. That was Goldberg's 3rd catch, 30 yards. He's probably done the same thing 3 times. As they come out now, 2 up top. They had 2 tight ends as well. Across the middle, they go Juju. He picks up 6. Only 3 incomplete passes for Watson today. He's been on the money. We could use with forcing a turnover, that's for sure. Bunch up top, and a bunch, 3 up top. That's 3 in a bunch, but they weren't in a bunch. Big blocks. Rashad White down to the 8. Oh, it looked to be closer down to the 6 as they come out with a spread look thereafter. 1st and goal. Watson throws up top. He's got White, but he does not have the 2 feet in bounds. We'll bring up 2nd and goal, and a sack comes in by Cansey. Really enjoy the play of the defensive line here. Need to stop 3rd and goal as they hand it off. White down the middle, back down to around the 5. That will be a forced field goal attempt, putting them up by 10. But we really got to get this offense moving. Come out with a spread look. We've got our guy, and overthrowing again is Pickett. He's got to be able to hit his throws, especially with us down late. But we've got Godwin downfield, big catch, trying to outrun, but will not get by number 3, but flips the field down to the 20. We need a quick score as Pickett can't evade the pass rush, taken down around the line of scrimmage. We'll go back to the running game thereafter. Connor down the middle, he'll pick up 5. Gonna need a little bit of the pass, a little bit of the run here. Try to combine both of those with a little bit of some play action. Pickett rolls barely, getting to that 1st down marker. His teammate kind of helped slow him down in the process. Go back to some more play action on 1st and goal. We've got a guy open, put it on him, and that is a touchdown for Chris Godwin, pulling this one back to a field goal game. And once again, in the hands of the defense, as Watson misses his 1st throw, had an open target. I'll go back to the air. The next play, picking up a nice gain of 6. 3rd and 4. And the defense get the stop. Watson throws 1st down to Chase. He's given us trouble throughout this game. And Watson will keep going his way. Another good throw, another big play for the Bengals. And the 2-minute warning will hit. We're running out of time here. Need a stop by the defense. They go Rashad White, who will nearly pick up the 1st down. Make it 2nd and 2. We got to get the stop here as we're starting to call our timeouts. We give up the 1st, big stop from Dennis. We give up the 1st, that is it for us. 3rd and 2. Defense has to get the stop here. Watson looks to throw across the middle. It is Kittle. And with that, the Bengals will take this game. Watson kneels, and now we have to go check out. Do we still hold our lead, or did they steal the division? And indeed, we are out. The Bengals steal the division from us in week 18. We both finished with an 8-9 record. However, it went to tiebreakers, and those tiebreakers did not go in our favor. We were up a game and a half. We lost the game, and we lost our advantage. Points for were better for them, points against better for us, But the real indicator is the divisional record. Bengals went 4-2, meanwhile we went 3-3. So after putting together such a great run here late on, it is a disappointing finish. We end 8 points against the Bengals, shy of making the playoffs, storming back from a poor start to this season. And we are headed to the offseason. Make sure you don't miss it, as next time we will go through the entire offseason and get into season 3. So hit the bear icon on the bottom right or scroll down, hit the sub button, and definitely tap the bell icon so you're notified of when these videos go live. We were so close this year. Got to try to add a couple more pieces heading into next season, and I think we'll have a smoother year, especially with us sorting things out with the offense. We just got to hope that Aaron Donald gives us one more year and regressions, retirements don't hit us too hard, as we do have some key older guys. So make sure you do your things to stick around, as we'll be back next time.